A new bill in California, SB 107, could make the state a safe haven for out-of-state children who want transgender surgery or procedures. It would give the state's courts temporary emergency jurisdiction over these children. Aaron Friday, Aaron Friday is an attorney with Parents of ROGD Kids. That stands for Parents of Rapid Onset Gender Dysphoria. She's also one of the concerned California citizens opposing this bill. She talked with our Heather Sells about her concerns.
I want to ask you, this bill would take away parents' rights to guide their children in some fundamental ways. Tell us what that might look like.
Well, in its essence, this bill permits children, minors, to come to California and get gender interventions without parental consent. This bill goes way beyond what the author has stated the purpose is, which is to create a sanctuary state for minors to get gender-affirming care. What it does is, if a child can get to California, that child can then become a product of foster care or emancipated in the state of California, which will give that child the ability to dictate his or her own gender interventions.
So for a child who wants, say, a double mastectomy, but their parents don't agree, under this bill, would they be able to come to California and just chart their own medical path, if you will?
Potentially, yes. Because once they land in California, the California courts get jurisdiction over that child. So the parents in another state will have to come to California to fight for custody of that child and control over that child. And of course, here in California, the courts are extremely open and captured with the gender ideology. And so they look at any parent that is forbidding a child from getting gender interventions as being a poor parent. In fact, here in California, there have been many instances of parents losing custody of their child just because they won't affirm their child by doing gender interventions.
So interesting. So around this particular bill, what kind of interest are you seeing? Who's for it? Who's against it?
Well, thus far, all of the Democrats are voting for it. And I say that with hesitation and sorrow because I'm a registered Democrat. The Democrats who are like me, who are rational thinking, we're all against this, but the politicians seem to just want to ignore us.
So it sounds like there's somewhat of a bipartisan coalition around this then. If there's some Democrats like yourself who are concerned, Republicans who are concerned, are you seeing kind of a mixture of people coming together?
Yes, as far as the regular public that is fighting this, it is Democrats, independents, Republicans, all raising the alarm. However, the politicians are voting across party lines. They are absolutely ignoring their constituents and their concerns.
I want to ask you, you have a child who did for a period of time express a transgender identity. What is it like being a parent of a child who's going through this?
Well, it's terrifying, and it's more so in a democratic state because, as I said, one can lose custody of their child for not calling their child by the child's desired name. That happened to me. I didn't lose custody, but the public school decided to change my daughter's name without my knowledge. And when I contacted the school, and it was a public school, about that, and I was less than pleased, CPS showed up at my doorstep. And I'm not the only one that this happens to. So parents are in this untenable position. The blue states are requiring parents to transition their children. The red states are criminalizing transitioning children. So what is a parent to do? We have lost all control of our parental rights.
Really sobering. Well, I know there's, I think, going to be a fair amount of interest in this bill and the outcome. Aaron Friday, thank you for your insights and your time.